Hi, hello everybody. Oh, you all are welcome to my channel. Today's topic is A Psalm of Life by Esther Longfellow. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was was an American poet and one of the best poem in his times. He was not an educator but excellent and one of the prolific writer poet in his times. Okay, let us discuss about introducing the poet which is mentioned in this book. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was an American poet and educator. American poet and educator. In the year 1884, he is the first citizen of the United States be honored in the Poets' Corner of the Westminster Abbey in London, in England. Means he was one of the first person in his times, not one of the. He was a first person in his times who got this award, Poets' Corner Westminster Award in his times. One of the most influential and the most loved poet of America. Okay. And this poem, let us discuss about the title of this poem. The meaning of the title of this poem. The meaning of the title of this poem is A Psalm of Life. A Psalm of Life means a song of life. Okay, and this particular poem, it's contains 9 stanzas. Each stanza it is 4 lines. It is called quatrains. It's 4 lines: A B C D E F G H. This is the structure of the poem. Okay, and it is completely an inspirational poem in his times. Inspirational poem means when anyone go through this poem, but means it is completely, it will change your mindset. It is explaining about how the life, it is 2 parts of life are there: sorrow and happiness, difficulties and quite similarities, which is quite means very easy money you will get in your life. Means everything he mentioned about life, and indirectly he was giving one suggestion to the young mass that life is such type of valuable period. You just do struggle and you just do hard work for it. So it is completely an inspirational poem of 19th century, and the poet was from America. Okay, let's discuss about the warm-up section. Okay, A Psalm of Life is one of the most inspirational poem in literature for the lessons on life it illustrates. The speaker believes that life is solemn virtue and the only way to live by making oath while becoming a good influence for the future generations, and suggests that as long as one lives, one must progress further than before and provide impetus to other their footprints. What is the meaning of footprints? Here he explained one thing, that we have to follow the footprints of the great personalities, those who are not available with us, but those who are not available with us, but we have to follow them. And at the same time, he again mentioned it, that you try your level best to be a great man, that everyone will follow you at the same time. Okay, and so this is the one of the main point in this poem. And read through the poem and just to think that the life is sad and purposeless, and how it inspires to conduct ourselves each day in such a way that we may find ourselves every day better than before, and striving hard and leaving the results to God. Means he explained that you do your work sincerely, you do your work properly, you just struggle for do your struggle in your level, but try to, means here striving hard and leaving the results to God. You just strive hard and give the results to God. Okay, जेमती कि आमर ओडिया रे कहा जायछि जे तमे जेते बेले भी जेकोसी कर्म करिवो तार फल को तो आशा न करिक जदि तुम करुच जदि अनसक्सेसफुल है ताहले तुमको केबे भी कष्ट हेनी जदि सक्सेस पाई जाओ दैट्स वेल एंड गुड। तो यही पोएम हूँ कम्प्लीटली गोटे इंस्पायरेशनल पोएम जहाँ द्वारा कि everyone will get benefit from it. It's such an inspirational poem. I just go through it, and it is such a beautiful poem by this American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. So let us discuss about the first stanza of this poem. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream, for the soul is dead that slumber, and think are not what they seem. Tell me not in mournful numbers. What is the meaning of mournful numbers? In your book, it is mentioned in the back side. Mournful numbers means here it's a sorrowful song. Tell me not sorrowful songs. Tell me not sorrowful songs. Life is but an empty dream. You did not explain to anyone that life is completely but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers. Soul means what? In Odia we can tell it Atma. Okay? Soul that dead that slumbers. Slumbers means it's mentioned in your book. Sleep. Okay? Slumbers that and the things are not what they seem. What we think naturally, that is not in our reality. Okay, and it is the poet rebukes people saying that life is not an rebuke to the people. Life is not an empty dream. Means whatever your problems is there, you must not only always explaining about your problems. You know, some persons are there. Means whenever you will try to conversation with that person, they always telling their problems. Means life, it's two parts are there in everyone's life. It's a combination of sorrow and happiness. But when you are explaining about the sorrowful moments again and again, who will be the loser? You are the loser. So he explained the very first line, tell me not in mournful numbers. Don't tell me the sorrowful songs. Okay? Life is but an empty dream. Life is but an empty dream. Is it an empty dream? It's a life, it's a beautiful. It's not an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers. And things are not what they seem. What we think about life, he rebukes it. What we think about life is not like that only you are explaining always about the sorrowful things in your life. Life also a beautiful part is there. Is there your soul slumbers? तमर आत्मा सोई जाइछि कि लाइफ रे कोन खाली स्ट्रगल अछि कि लाइफ को गोटे एम्प्टी ड्रीम बोली कहा जाय कि ए सब क्वेश्चन रो से आंसर दैछंती वन बाय वन इन ईच स्ट्रांजा. सो द व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस स्ट्रांजा? इट इज A B. It is called quatrain. Okay, A B and A B. Here, soul and slumbers. Here the poet using the alliteration. What is the meaning of alliteration? Alliteration means repetition of the consonant sounds. Repetition of the consonant sounds. So this is the S and S. They both are the consonant sounds. So it repeats in a single line two times. So it is called alliteration. So the poet used here alliteration. Is it clear? Second stanza. Let us discuss about the second stanza. Life is real. Life is real. Life is honest. Life is real and life is honest. and the grave is not its goal. And the grave is not its goal. Dost thou art to, dost thou returnest was not spoken of the soul. So it is also four lines, AB, AB, this is CD, CD. Life is real, life is honest, and the grief is not its goal. Thus thou art, thus thou runnest, was not spoken of the soul. So the very first line and the second stanza of the first line, life is real and life is honest. He explained life is real and life is honest. Real. We have to live in reality, not in an imagination. We have to live the life in reality, not in the imagination. Always we must not imagine everything means what is not possible in our life. So imagination always create problems for us. More imagine about one thing. Okay. So life is real, life is honest, and the grave is not its goal. In the life there are two parts are there. One is we burn in this beautiful world and we will die it. Grave it's not its goal. Graveyard means grave means जोटा कि गोटे लोक मरीगला पर जोटा कि आमर सब संस्कार करा जाए ग्रेव माने जोटा कि तुम माने ख्रिस्टियन कल्चर रे भी अलग टाइप रो कवर देकी रहते तो ग्रेव इज नॉट इट्स गोल आमे जन्म होइचे माने आमे मरी जीवाटा हमरो एम नुह हमरो लक्ष्य नुहे जे आमे जन्म होइचे माने मरिबा हमरो बहुत गुडे कर्तव्य रहिছে वी हैव मोर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट वी जस्ट born and we will die. Okay, life is real, honest means serious. Okay, life is real, life is serious, and grave is not its goal. Goal means lakshya. Dost thou art and thus dost thou runnest. Such a beautiful line. Dost thou art and dost thou runnest means the human life, it starts from the dust and it will end in the dust. It starts from the dust and it ends. मनीष जीवन कौन डस्ट रे तैयारी होता है एवं डस्ट रे नष्ट होता है आम जिते जन को पोड़ी दऊ से माने पाउंस हो जाए आ जिते जड़े छुआ भी जन्म हम से फूलर सजरे जन्म डस्ट रे से जन्म होता है. सो द लाइफ स्टार्ट्स इन डस्ट एंड इट एंड्स इन डस्ट. सो इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल लाइन विच इज अवेलेबल इन बाइबल. Dost thou art, dost thou runnest was not spoken of the soul. Not spoken of the soul. Life has the reality. It is the serious thing. It is not only one name that we just burn here and we will die. We have some responsibilities. We have some duties. We have we got this beautiful human life. So we have to do such type of thing that which will be the footprint for our generations. आमे जेते बळे जन को मन पकाऊ भलो काम करथिले आमे मन पकाऊ केबे भी आमे गोटे खराब करथिबा व्यक्ति को आमे मन पकाऊ नते से ही से कहिचंती जे जेते बळे भी लाइफ टा सीरियस थाए एंड रियलिटी नहीं कि बंच इमेजिनेशन रे बंचनी मींस यू जस्ट मस्ट नॉट लिव इन इमेजिनेशन यू लिव इन रियलिटी यू एक्सेप्ट द seriousness of the life. You don't think that I will die, what I will do. Don't like this. Be confident. Maintain the positive thought. Maintain the assertiveness. Maintain your confidence and do the hard work for everything. So life is real, life is honest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust, the human life starts from the dust and ends in the dust. Was not spoken of the soul. So you try to live in. You just try to know about your soul. You just try to know about yourself. You just do such type of thing which will be a footprint in your future. So it is completely one inspirational poem. Okay, already I told you. Let us discuss about the stanza 3. Stanza 3. Not enjoyment, not sorrow. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, is our destined end or way, but to act that is tomorrow, is tomorrow finds us further than today. So not enjoyment and not sorrow, not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that is tomorrow find us further than today. Not enjoyment, not sorrow means it's a अधिका जेतेबेले खुशी माने जेतेबेले जीवन में खुशी पाओ से समय एते खुशी होनी जे तुम दुख आसिले कंट्रोल कर परियोनी. You just maintain that level. You just maintain that level. Not enjoyment, not sorrow. Enjoyment भी अच्छी, sorrow भी अच्छी, किंतु सेटारे अधिका खुशी हेबा किंबा अधिका भांगी पड़िबा सेटा ठीक नुह बोली कवि कहचंते. ओके, so not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way. This is not our destination. This is not our, এটা আমার লক্ষ্য নহে. This is not the way. This is not the process to live the life. Okay, but to act that is tomorrow find us further than today. Whatever you are doing today, you just try your level best to do better in tomorrow. This is the beautiful line, that but to act that is tomorrow, whatever your situation it may be, you are enjoying your life or you are at this in a difficulties, this is not your destination or end or way. Your destination is but to act that is tomorrow further than today. Means today আজি तमे माने आगो को जब तमे किसी भलो करिवार अछि ताहले आजिठु से जिनसरा कर आगो को केबे करबी नुह माने तमर प्रीवियस डे रु तमर पर दिन निश्चय आउ टिके भलो करिया पे चेष्टा कर. दुख रे खुशी रे अधिका खुशी हे अनकंट्रोल हो नहीं किंबा दुख रे अधिका भांगी पड़ो नहीं. मेंटेन द बैलेंस इन योर लाइफ दैट यू विल मेंटेन इट फर्दर देन टुडे. ओके, दैट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल लाइन. लेट अस डिस्कस अबाउट द फोर्थ स्टैंजा. Art is long and time is fleeting. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts though stout and brave, still like vocals, drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like the muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. There is no more ending of learning. Art means here learning. What is the meaning of learning? Gaining knowledge. When you want to gain knowledge, is there any is there any stoppage is there? Is there any ending position is there? आमे जितेबाला किसी शिखा को लर्निंग रो केबे भी एंडिंग न थाए. सो आर्ट इज लॉन्ग, टाइम इज फ्लेटिंग, टाइम इज नॉट वेटिंग फॉर एनीवन. तमे किसी जदि प्रॉब्लम हे तुम पे समय जगिबो एमती केबे भी हुएनी, हाँ ना नहीं. सो आर्ट इज learning, art is long and time is fleeting, means there is no more ending of learning and time is not waiting for anyone. Okay, समय कहा को अपेक्षा करेनी. And our hearts grow stout and brave in the every situation. You try to learn and learn and learn because time is not waiting for anyone, and be brave and strive for life. Try to be success in your life in each and every hard and difficult situation. Try to face it in every type of situation. Still, like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Still, the last breath of our life, we just try to learn and learn because time is not waiting for anyone. Okay, let us discuss about the next stanza. In the world's broad field of battle, in the world's field of battle, in the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Okay, so what is the meaning of bivouac field of life? See, in the world's broad field of battle, आमे कुहा जाए कौन लाइफ गोटे बैटल बोली, माने एटा गोटे युद्ध क्षेत्र. आम जे जार परफॉर्मेंस करती एंड तापरे जा जार टाइम सर जाए से जानते. आम एमती गोटे शुणी माने बैटल फील्ड लाइफ हूँ गोटे बैटल भाया, माने गोटे युद्ध क्षेत्र. माने जे जार परफॉर्मेंस करती एंड तांकर जेमती कि 7 स्टेजेस ऑफ लाइफ गोटे शेक्सपियर अच्छी. तो सेटारे बहुत बहुत बढ़िया भावे लाइफ रो माने 7 पार्ट्स को से एक्सप्लेन करछन्ते. सो in the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, but not like a dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. In this broad field, a yuddha kshetra re, in the bivouac of life, bivouac of the life means it's a like the it's a temporary camps. It's used by a temporary camp used by soldiers. It's a completely a French word, bivouac. Okay. So bivouac means in the bivouac of life. Temporary camp means there is no more stability of that camp. Time to time it will change. Life जेमती आमर गोटे बैटल फील्ड आमर टाइम टू टाइम इटा चेंजेस होता है. एमती नुहे जे जनकर जहाँ सिचुएशन चलती तार लाइफ टाक चलो आ जनकर स्ट्रगल चलती पूरा लाइफ सारा चलो सेमती न थाए. लाइफ रे चेंजेस थाए. इट्स अ कंप्लीटली लाइक अ बैटल फील्ड. इट चेंजेस टाइम टू टाइम इन एवरीवन्स लाइफ. It changes time to bivouac of life means it's a temporary camp यूज बाय मीन्स आर्मी पर्सन्स माने टेम्पोरारी जोटा कि परमानेंट नुह मु आज बहुत खुशी अच्छी नहीं जे सेमती मु परमानेंटली रही माने टेम्पोरारी एटा देख आम गोटे लाइफ कोरोना सिचुएसन चलती एटा कौन आम लाइफ टाइम रहिबो कि लाइफ टाइम रहिबो ना एटा भी तो तार गोटे टाइम आसीबो से जीव ना तो सेइथि पई बोली देखो एटा देछि इन द बिवोइंग ऑफ लाइफ इन द temporary life means in the temporary part of the life, okay, it is a completely a battle, and in this temporary period be not like a dumb or driving cattle. dumb माने कौन माने जोटा कि हम कहती बधिरा बोली कहती माने जोटा कि तुमर डम कैटल भाया कैटल रो काम कौन थाए सो से माने जीव काम करिवो एंड काम करिवो खाइबो सोइबो आ किछि तुमर लाइफ रो किछि एम न थाए कौन करिवो पैसा इनकम करिवो आज डेट कौन है दौड़ 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 बहुत जोरे दौड़ पूरा कैटल भाया पूरा माने जाइकी आनिबो अर्निंग करिवो खाइबो सोइबो आ तुमर किछि एक्स्ट्रा रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज जेमती न थाए बट the poet explained beautifully one thing that in the world's broad field of battle in the bivouac of life be not like a dumb driven cattle be a hero in the strife so no, don't do your work like a cattle be a hero try to be a leader try to be you prove yourself okay try to be an example in your life oh, and hero in the strife in this beautiful life you try to be improve yourself in the this bivouac world okay and next stanza next 2 stanzas are available next 4 stanzas are available okay so in my next video I will explain about four stanzas okay 6 stanzas 6 7 8 9 I will discuss in my next video let us discuss little about these stanzas what is the moral of these stanzas moral of these stanzas is first one is it's a life is not an empty dream life it's not an empty dream you must not expend everything in the mournful numbers it must not again and again reply about the sorrowful things in your life there are two parts of the life one is full of struggle and second one is happiness is there so you just combine it and you maintain the balance you must not explain everywhere that there are a lots of problems in our life he just doesn't like he did not accept this one and life it is completely real and it is completely serious okay life it starts from the dust and it ends in the world so why you are why you are worrying more about your happiness more about the money more about the status you do such type of work which you will be the example in your future and sorrow and happiness it is the part of the life and it is not constant in anyone's life okay and try to be better do your better in each tomorrow and there is no more ending of the learning okay learning ro kebe bi ending na thae and life is completely serious so accept it seriously don't tell it is an empty dream and don't wait for the muffled drums don't wait for the death okay and माने ग्रेव को जीवा पर्यंत वेट करनी लाइफ थिला भितरे किछि ना किछि करिवा पई चेष्टा करो ओके and in the world's before board field of the battle in the bivouac of life not like a dumb and a driving to be a hero in the strife it's not you don't do your work like a cattle do your work eat something sleep something again do your work you do such type of thing which you will inspire to others okay and it is one of the best inspirational poem in my next video we will discuss next 4 stanzas and each stanza it is completely a spiritual utterance on the meaning of the life okay and the and Henry Wordsworth Longfellow is the most loved poet of America okay and thanks students next class I will continue next portion is if any doubt is there okay you go through the poem and if any doubt is there you just write in the comment section thank you